building. I'm not sure if folks know about it already, but it has quite a history when it comes to the Park District and kind of the reclaiming of land. So I could start by saying that this actually used to be a country club, and it was a country club that made the decision not to allow any Jews or black people to be members. So it was really not a nice thing to have on the south side. And it fell into disrepair, and it was sold to the Park District in, I think, the 80s. And as actually part of the 1999 Park District Plan and a lot of community activism in the area, it was turned into this cultural center. And also as part of the same plan and the same activism, this area that we're going to visit, the South Shore Nature Sanctuary, used to be just a pile of rubble and trash. It used to be where like a lot of stuff was just thrown as a dumping ground, and it was turned into this natural area. So this building actually used to not be a public building, and now it's a public building where people get married, such as the Obamas. You can get food at this new restaurant that just opened, Nasty. There are concerts here. There's an art gallery in here, so it's really a space the community can use. Yeah.
Can I add on to the history?
Yeah.
So,
Introduce yourself.
my name is Val Free, and I am the Executive Director of the Neighborhood Network Alliance, and we organize block by block in South Shore. The history of the Cultural Center is very rich, and you all should be proud of this place and always want to protect it, because when the Jews left the neighborhood, one of the things that they did was leave it in disrepair. They ran water, they let the water run, the ceilings were falling in, it was flooding, and the community members said, hey, we want to do something with this. And the mayor at that time, Jane Burns, says, oh, we just want to tear it down and make it a basketball court. The community said, no, we don't want a basketball court. And they fought and raised money for 10 years. 10 years a battle, and the name of the coalition was called the Save the South Shore Country Club Coalition. It was black people from all around Chicago came together. It wasn't just South Shore. All around Chicago came together to save this building right here for us in our own neighborhood. And what they started out doing is having jazz festivals on Fridays. Some of the biggest jazz players in the world would come right here in this neighborhood because of our people fighting for this building right here, for this land right here, for the golf course, for the cultural center, for all of this. It also had at one time tennis courts on here, so it wasn't just golf, it was golf and tennis. But you all should be proud, huh? And horseback riding. And sailboats, exactly. And some of the horses are still over there. But you all should definitely be proud to know that this is a building that your ancestors and some people who are still alive saved for us to use in this community. So when you come in here, always take a deep breath and think about the history of our people saved this place from being a basketball court, because we are more than just people who play basketball.
That was great.
So I think we could go ahead
She
and...
came right on 10.
I know, this is perfect.
Okay.
So what we could do is actually just go back out the door we came in, and we're going to go kind of around this way, straight to the nature sanctuary. So if you want to just follow me,
Okay.
we'll kind of go out in this.
Say that again.
You see downtown, clearly, and then turn to your right and see Indiana, Rainbow Beach. It's beautiful.
This is what
Yeah, when it's deeper, the water, basically the water goes all around here, a little bit over here.
I remember when we was back here last weekend doing bird watching.
So yeah, we have lots of different aquatic wildlife that enjoys this lagoon. All of these fall plants right here, these are actually irises. So when you come back in the summer, or actually it's earlier in the spring, they bloom bright purple. They're gorgeous too.
I would just be careful here. There's a lot of dogs that come and visit us here. Okay? So let's just stay here. Okay?
It's not
Star Garden.
Let's do. Oh, I thought.
Stay in this crib. Why you know?
Yeah.
So we have scientists, we already have the scientists, potential scientists right here. So when we say we need you to support us in this, we want to make sure that our aldermen and city officials, when we go down to city council and we go before these committees, we may be asking some people to come down there and support us in this endeavor. We must do this because I'm going to tell you something. That building right there, we have seen 4 to 5 owners, and that building is constantly being plagued with addictive people right down the street from a school. And so we know that if we create a beautiful space here, it's going to make that energy have to go someplace else. You understand what I'm saying? We can't stop people from doing what they do, but we can create beautiful spaces so if either they come in and be part of the beautification or they go someplace else and do what they're doing. But we have got to do this for our children, for our neighborhood. So I want advocates, okay? Can I get some advocates?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I get some advocates? All right, all right. So we got advocates, and we're gonna make this happen because this land is my land and this land is your land, okay? You know the rest of it. But anyway, Val, can I get your support for a nature play here?
Am I being recorded? Of course.
So we've got NNA, we've got, how many organizations we got out here? Lost Boys, who else we got?
It's called a red wiggler right there.
Oh, School of Opulence, what else we got? Okay, I think we have enough to make this happen, right? So thank you so much for coming out. We're heading over to the garden. Let's get our sandwiches. I'm gonna tell you something, I stayed up all night asking Helena to please pass over us and allow us to get this done. And so I think the universe heard me. Thank you very much.
Okay.